Hi, this is Heather from Lifestyle 50. Today I'm doing actually a couple of videos, but the first one I thought I'd do is a life update. Um, as had mentioned in a previous video, my dog Chloe, who's 10 years old, and my baby, was diagnosed with stage 2 kidney cancer. Now, on top of that, her calcium level was increased in her blood work, so they did more blood work that had to specifically for the calcium and how it broke down, and it came back with, I think it was the news I expected, but not the news I wanted, that her parathyroid level was increased, which is the indication of tumors on her thyroid. We had two ways to go about this. One would be go to a specialist, get an ultrasound. They'd want to do surgery. Everything that I read about the surgery, she's 10 years old and with kidney disease. Nothing seemed to be 8 to 10 week recovery period. I just couldn't do that to her. I mean, she is showing no symptoms. Like I told the vet, if you saw her 5 years ago and you saw her today, there's no change. She's eating, she's drinking, she's going for like 10 walks a day. Because the weather's finally nice here in Arizona. I think it's going to be like 65 today, so it's just perfect weather. So I decided that we're just going to let Chloe be Chloe, and then, see until she can't be. Be happy until she can't be happy anymore, and, we'll have to make that decision. And I asked the vet what she thought of that. And she said that, they know that I take excellent care of Chloe, that she's loved, that she's happy, and she agreed. Let's just let her be happy. And so that's what we're doing on Chloe's front, but literally no change. In fact, her appetite is increased. She has more energy. I mean, every time we go out, we go for like a mile walk. A couple ones are shorter little walks, but, I mean, we do a good 3 miles a day, walking, and, she's, 19 pounds. So, in fact, we actually ran into a bull this morning. Arizona is a free-range state, and there's this bull, and in our local community Facebook page, they always, here's one person spotted a bull here. The bull, it's white, it's like a creamish color, and we met up with one lady who has a dog that's one of Chloe's boyfriends. So we're walking together, and out of the corner of my eye, I see something like white, and I go look, and there's this big bull with the horns just staring at us, and my dog, who's terrified of flies, was like, let me go check that out. Luckily, it saw us, and it jumped into the wash. But, so far we've seen a mountain lion, a bunch of coyotes, and javelinas, which they look like large pigs, but even more terrifying, they're actually in the rodent family. So we had those, but this morning was the first bull spotting, so that was exciting. And I was so shocked, like I couldn't even get my phone out to take a picture. I'm like, I totally missed it. I have a camera out back that shoots the same, that's washed just up a little further, and I checked and it didn't catch anything. So always something exciting and on our walks. So we did that. I had to take my mother to the emergency room, and thankfully they just about 3 or 4 weeks ago opened up a hospital that, according to my GPS, is 3.8 miles from my house. So not this Sunday, but the past Sunday, Saturday, she had her stomach upset, and then Sunday, she woke up dizzy, and then she was dizzy all day, and we finally convinced her to go to the emergency room. So what was nice was, since I couldn't stay, obviously, with the pandemic, I couldn't stay with her. Um, I helped her get checked in, and then I left, but only being, 4 miles away, I was able to, go home, wait for her. So I think I took her at 5 o'clock, and she got discharged at 11. And so they did a COVID test that came back negative. They did an EKG, obviously, because of her heart problems. They did blood work, and then as he was pressing around her abdomen, she had pain, so they did a CAT scan and found inflammation in her intestines. So I'm thinking it's a stomach virus. They gave her IV, and they gave her medicine in the IV, and so she's been better. But so I've been dealing with Chloe, with my mother. Work, we had to have a meeting with one of my employees. Managing people remotely is not always easy, and you rely on people, either be by Skype or Teams or whatever you use, to show online, and this person just wasn't, and it was during our month-end close, being in finance, and she wasn't getting on till later. So one of my bosses and myself, we had a meeting with this person, and I think it went all right. I mean, this person was very defensive, to the point of you're able to tell this person knows that they're getting called out on the facts. So we clarified things, and we put it in writing, because the first step is always verbal and then written afterwards. And I hope I don't come to it, because overall, good employee. But if you can't log on by 8:30 and you're working from home, you have to work. You have to get on. So had that this week. So let's just say that probably the past 3 weeks have been my most stressed. In fact, until I got, then I turned 51 in there, right before Thanksgiving. So birthdays during the pandemic, it's just another day. But I was waiting. I'm like, please, I was just praying that the vet would call me on my birthday. Don't make that with the test results. But I was able to, diet-wise, I don't want to say I fell off the wagon, because I didn't start eating bad for me foods. I was just eating too much food. And so now I'm, going back to the basics, going back to what I know works for me. I was just, I don't know, even taking the dog for a walk, doing anything, I just had this, I could feel this level of anxiety in me, something was going to have to break soon. And I think getting the phone call from the vet and kind of knowing what I'm faced with, even though it's not the news I wanted to hear, I think that it was okay, because it lowered my anxiety level, because there wasn't any what if. Okay, now I know what it is, and we know how to move forward and how we're going to move forward. And I don't know, maybe I'm at peace with that decision. So that lowered my anxiety a little bit, and a couple really good workouts with my trainers helped. And I've been doing the self-hypnosis on YouTube. There's a couple that I like. So I've been using that at night, and that's at least helped me fall asleep. So it's just, I think with everything, with this, pandemic, trying to get the Christmas gifts bought, I have to go to the post office and mail them out, which I'm dreading horribly. just trying to get in all doctor's appointments before the year end. It's just working. It's just been crazy. And, but I know I have to get back to basics because I think I'm like up 5 pounds, and I have to stop it before, you know, it gets out of hand. So, I'm trying to do that, and, you know, it's just been a crazy life. I'm hoping the next 2 weeks are fairly calm. I have a couple of appointments. I had to get new glasses, and I had to get, they had to order me new contacts, and so I think those are my last things I'm picking up this year. And so just, you know, the next 2 weeks, while busy with work, should be pretty calm in other areas. We don't have much other stuff going on. Hopefully my packages will get sent out on Monday, and then, you know, we're done for Christmas. I do want to take some videos for you of our decorations and our lights, because they came out really good this year. And yeah, so it's just been, I don't know, crazy. I don't know if that's the new normal now. We're just all gonna, you know, I hope not. I am fully willing to take the vaccine, especially because of, you know, my mother and how high risk she is. But, you know, in good news, new season of My 600-Pound Life is coming at the end of the month. The 1,000-Pound Sisters with the Slaytons. I don't know if anyone's watched those on YouTube. My 600-Pound Life is not only my guilty pleasure, but it's, I don't know, it kind of holds me accountable, because for the ones who go against the doctor and don't do what they're supposed to do, I'm like, I never want to be that. And then the ones who do what they're supposed to do and lose the weight, I'm like, okay, you did it, I could do it. You know, you're starting off a lot worse than I am, so if you couldn't do it, I can do it. I have no excuses, absolutely none, zero. So I do use it as a motivator, and I don't know, maybe I'll do some recaps. I know I can't put, you know, pictures of it in there, but maybe I'll do some recap story times on the My 600-Pound Life. So this morning I had I think 2 eggs and then 2 pieces of low carb toast with peanut butter. So I'm probably gonna have fish for dinner tonight. So I've really got to start holding myself more accountable. I just don't want the scale to go up anymore. It's gonna go down. So now that I got through the worst, hopefully the next couple of weeks will be better. And I do want to do. Our cases are climbing though here in Arizona. You know, every time I want to go someplace, you know, with my mother, even if it's outside, I'm, you know, second guessing it. I can't justify any risk right now. So we're gonna see what happens, but I will give another update hopefully soon when better news on the weight front. I did build a pseudo gym in my garage, and since my trainers, they're taking off after next week through to the new year, and the first week of the month is my month-end close, so I can't train that month. We're just working around the clock, so it's gonna be 3 weeks. She's like, I gave you the bike, and she gave me like a bench. She's like, I know what you have. so there's no slacking off. So I have my little mini gym in the garage, so I gotta start kicking my butt into gear, because in July, you know, depending on the pandemic, obviously. I'm meeting my cousins that I haven't seen in 5 years since I moved out here, I think, in Vegas. So, um, gotta get in gear. Got enough time, to do it right, do it slow, get it done correctly, but gotta kick my butt into gear. So I will talk to you all soon.